Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. It's kind of funny, but today I want to talk about two contrasting things, one being XRP's real progress, and the second really more so being about the XRP price. Now, let me know down below, alright? A little bit of a stretch, but let me know down below what your XRP price prediction is. And if you don't like XRP, because I know a lot of you guys don't, there's still some other news which we got. That's first of all. And second of all, you can always put down below some other coins price prediction. It's just for fun, guys. I read through it all, and I'm sometimes just happy to see what creative things you guys all came up with, but you don't have to. Of course, you don't have to. Starting it off though, version 1.7.0 of Xrpl Ledger is now live, which includes Ripple X's contributions to improve efficiency, reduce memory usage and execution time, and enhance security for server operators. Now, David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple and also a key developer, has also said, version 1.7.0 introduces key improvements that directly impact the network server operators, i.e. slashing memory usage by 50% to reduce server cost and improve server stability. So, I have no idea how this far in, a version 1.7, they're still able to reduce it by 50%. That is quite an optimization, so I'm pretty interested in knowing exactly how they got that through, but that's a little bit of a side note. Memory is critical but scarce. Resources, especially with virtualization, short-term usage specifically is a huge pain point for server operators. By reducing the amount required, small servers and large clusters alike benefit. You can read a little bit more about the Ripple X part right there. You can see how Ripple C++ team cut rippled memory footprint down to size. Still, I guess I have to read through it for a little bit to understand it then. Also, newly introduced is Forward Ledger Replay, which helps to save server time and bandwidth by playing forward transactions from a previously saved ledger until it catches up to the network, improving network stability. Ultimately, v1.7 makes better use of available system resources by boosting efficiency. The whole Xrpl ecosystem benefits and can more easily operate the software to build directly on the ledger. Again, a very nice addition. Very happy to see all of that. Now, moving on, King Solomon has said, I can't wait for XRP to hit $10 just to see what delusional people will be saying. We're literally at cents and they're talking thousands. XRP at $10, these people will be saying one XRP will be worth $1 million. Bet. Why not? In summation, they should have bought more sub 20 cents. And to me, partially very logical what he's saying, partially kind of stupid to a certain degree. Hear me out, right? I personally cannot wait for XRP above $10 too. On a different sense, I can very much wait because, well, think about it. $10 per XRP is quite a lot, but the longer it stays low right now, the more I can purchase, so the more benefit I'll have when we get there. Also, the reason I cannot wait is because, well, I have an XRP price that's ridiculously low, so I would definitely have a very big ROI on my money. Everybody will be in profit if we're there, but still, some might only have a ×8 ROI, while others have a ×59 or whatever, ROI on their money, basically, which is a return on investment already. It's on their money, but you guys get the picture. From that perspective, King Solomon is right. If you bought more sub 20 cents, you have ×50. From that perspective, well, if you're not happy with $10 and you're not, wealthy enough or good enough, there's a little bit of a problem right there, right? Because I get if you have 1,000 XRP, then it's actually only turning in to $10,000. But from a different perspective, it's so difficult to, really pinpoint exactly where the pain point lies. Like, should people really buy more or should they just have more money from the start? Because I just really get XRP Owl's idea of, hey, $10 should be really something amazing for you, and I get that. But if you only have, for example, 600 XRP right now or 57 XRP, then this $10 mark is not going to do too much for you. And that's also why I really like people who say, man, I'm hoping XRP is going to get to 100, hope it's going to get to, $300 a coin. because we all know it's not impossible. It's not something which is going to happen very easily, but it's not impossible. And it's also something to really dream about, right? So I'm always real with you guys. I will always tell you exactly what I think. And I'm honestly telling you, it is definitely not impossible. Yet the $10 mark is just something which is really for the grabbing. It's, really, I'm not going to say simple, but I guess closest to it to get there. Because if we get the clarity, we already know how Xrpl is right now. We already know where it got to in 2018. If we can replicate what happened back then, plus the real clarity, yeah, it's just ×3 of all-time high. It's not that big a deal. Bitcoin is already almost done ×3 of the big all-time high too, and Ethereum is already, I guess, getting close to a 50% return on all-time high. Yeah, so for Xrpl to at least get there and then ×2 or ×2.5, I guess. It's not that hard. It's not that crazy. If you're starting to talk about $10,000 per coin, though, I have often explained, I definitely think it can happen if the whole standard switches, where the US dollar is not the main currency anymore. Otherwise, I definitely don't see it happening. All right, you guys see what I'm trying to say? If the US dollar is the standard, $10,000 per Xrpl is almost unbelievable. No, never mind. It's unbelievable. If the standard were to switch to something else, or maybe even Xrp or a gold-backed standard or something like that, I will leave all the cards on the table. I'll leave everything open because, well, all bets are off, basically. But the way it stands right now, I'm going to say it's impossible. It isn't, but I'm going to say it is because it's just so ridiculously low of a probability that it's, nearly impossible to get to. In a different sense, you never know what's going to happen. I just think you shouldn't really prepare your mind for it. But I didn't want to leave it at that. I want to kind of calculate for a lot of the people, what would it take to become a millionaire, right? Because I guess that's one of the things people are wondering. And we haven't made a video about this in a couple of months. So I thought, you know what, let me quickly go talk about that. For example, $1 million, all the formulas are here, by the way. If you want to take them in for your own little spreadsheets, it's as simple as it can be. There's just 3 things, right? We have amount of Xrp times the price is retirement. For example, if we put $1 million there, we have retirement amount with the price, it will calculate the Xrp, or we have retirement money and the amount of Xrp, and it will calculate the price we need. Because you really have to make up your mind. You need 2 of the 3 things. There is the amount of Xrp, there is a price, and there is a certain amount of money you want to get to eventually. You're going to need at least 2 of the 3, otherwise it's just not going to work. You're going to have nothing to build with here, basically. Let's say you know your retirement amount and you know your amount of Xrp, then all you have to do is calculate the ultimate price you need to get to. For example, if you want to get to €1 million or dollars, whatever, and you know you're going to have, let's say, about 589 Xrp, you know the price needs to go to 1,697 per coin to actually get there. However, things become a little bit easier if you actually have yourself, let's say, about 12,371 Xrp. I'm just picking a random number here. Then the price per Xrp only needs to go to $80 to actually become a millionaire. Now, can you really retire with $1 million? Debatable. In a lot of places you cannot. In a lot of other places you can. It also depends on your age, depends on your whether or not you already have a house, depends on whether or not you've already calculated for capital gains tax and whatnot. There's a lot of factors which come into play. So can you retire? Different question, but how much does it take to become a millionaire? Well, this is really the closest thing you're going to ever get to it. In a different sense, though, you can also calculate it this way. If you want to get to your million like this, for example, 1 million, and you know the Xrp price is, for example, going to go to $25, logically, you're going to need yourself 40,000 Xrp, which as of this point may look like something impossible to you. And yes, it kind of is, but in a different sense, guys, it is what you need to get to $1 million then. And we're also not talking like $1 million is no money, right? $1 million is a whole lot. If $40,000, you bought it at King Solomon's price 20 cents, that's again, just basically divide that by 5. So we're talking $8,000, turning that into $1 million. As of this point, it's already turning into $20,000, even, I think 20,000 something. No, a little bit below $20,000, depending on how high we're at. Right, 46 cents or so, a little bit less than $20,000. You guys get the idea though, right? It really depends all on your entry price, whether or not this is really difficult to achieve, and of course, how much money you had at the start. Here, of course, you can also calculate another way. If you right now have about, let's say 777 Xrp, you think it's eventually going to go to about $123, then you're going to end up with about $100,000, or about $95,000 to be exact. You guys see what I'm trying to say here? That's what you need to calculate for yourself. And you might be wondering, Dusty, how much money do I need to get to become a millionaire? Well, how long are you prepared to wait? Because how can I tell you when exactly you can become a millionaire if we haven't really talked with each other about what prices we predict at what point? Are you talking about becoming a millionaire in 45 years? Or are you talking about becoming a millionaire in 3 years? Or in a couple of hours here? That's the very difficult question. If you, for example, go and buy a lot of XRP with leverage right now, there's a good chance you might even become a millionaire in the next 25 minutes. Could definitely be so. A lot of people can do it. So you probably could. Is that a smart? Is that a risky thing? Well, both are debatable. Is it smart? Debatable. Is it risky? Yeah. Unless you know really what you're doing, I guess. So from that perspective, it's almost impossible to give somebody advice, and I will definitely not give anybody advice. But to keep it reasonable, yeah, I would say most people all agree that a $10 price is definitely not off the table, right? So you'd have to think about it like this then. You need about 100,000 XRP to, theoretically speaking, become a millionaire. Is that realistic? I would say very much so. When are we still being realistic? I would say $13 is very realistic for, again, we're talking a shorter term, so that would leave you at about 76,000. I'm not sure, but I think BC Backer and a couple of those guys also have some exits at about $13. My own exit of XRP for partially is at about $12.50, something like that, $12.40 or so. I talked about that before. It's all written down, but I'm not sure exactly what the price points are out of my head because, I don't really recite those points daily, but it's at around there. And I guess if we just double that for fun of saying, okay, a lot of people are going to exit there, let's say 50%, and they'll exit the rest at double that. $26, again, minimum you're going to need, if you didn't sell anything before, is about 38,461 XRP. Are these high numbers? Yes, but that's also because you have a very high goal in mind, right? Things become a lot easier if you're thinking $100 per XRP, $400 per XRP, $500, which once more are not impossible, yet they're not in the very near future because of something we can predict here. Can it happen? Yes. Will it be because of clarity? Potentially. We could, theoretically speaking, go to about $21 or something like that per coin almost instantly. We could. There's just nothing which I can really graph for you guys here where I can give you the full story. There's nothing we can really attach to it. So just calculate all these things for yourself really quickly. I think it's just something really important to do to keep yourself in a mentally stable environment. So just go do it if you can. It's definitely worth it. And then talking about the whole lawsuit, guys, please, please, please understand that if we really don't know whether or not this whole SEC ordeal is actually good or bad, right? Here, John Deaton is going after the SEC once more, just asking them why, and Jay Clayton being corrupt, something like that. We still, as of this point, do not yet know whether or not Ripple actually wanted this suit. We don't know what Ripple's authority was in making all of this happen, and we don't know how happy they are with it. Think about it from Ripple's perspective. This is a very heavy lawsuit, yes, but the whole ordeal could also be that Ripple wanted this to happen purely because they can conquer it so badly, right? Maybe they discussed with Jay Clayton to sue them just before he left. He did. And now, since the new administration has come in, Gary Gensler and whatnot, they will fix this and they will handle XRP properly. So they've dumped down. A lot of their friends could buy in. Now the price is going to be going up again like crazy because they're going to win this lawsuit. They knew it, and it's just an amazing time for them, right? Or they wanted to get the clarity out of the way, and they wanted all the attention to Ripple and XRP. And that's why they did it this way instead of a normal, usual suit, where it's like the SEC can arrange things in a more quiet way. But they wanted this to have all the freaking spotlights because it made major headlines. Really, don't think Ripple is not involved with this at all. They have talked with the SEC for years, I believe. So, again, to really fully go against Jay Clayton might be a bad thing because we don't know how much of a bad actor he is. We just do not know. So let's keep it quiet right now until we know the final verdict of it all. If XRP is really going to be pushed into the ground, well, we know it was a bad actor, but maybe they're going to recover really soon here. So let's just wait for it. Then Cryptomaniac posted, imagine they buy XRP instead of Bitcoin. It is basically a reply to an article which said, is Apple about to announce a $5 billion Bitcoin purchase? One bank thinks so. I personally do not think they will, but you never really know. It's mostly because Tesla went down after they bought Bitcoin that some companies might be scared. However, they did make $1 billion in a month or so. So yeah, from that perspective, if Apple were to do it, they could definitely double their money in the span of a couple of weeks, which would definitely be smart. Dependable once more. How it started versus how it's going. It's a little bit fun of a joke against Ethereum, as the Ethereum gas prices are stupid, ridiculous, whatever you want to call them. Really, 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 really bad as of this point. Xrpl partner American Express offers Apple Pay to its cardholders in Mexico. Does nothing for Xrp. I don't know why people like this type of stuff. Yeah, there's nothing really good about it. End of an era. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust's premium finally has turned negative, which some people have called something really bearish on crypto, as it was trading at such a premium for all time here. So people were really bullish on crypto for it, and now since it's finally turning at a negative, people are thinking that crypto is going to be falling down from here. It is definitely interesting. Pantera Capital's Den Moorhead says it is no longer such a great trade. If you buy it at a 20% premium, then sell it at 5%. That's not such a good trade. 5% of Bitcoin supply expected to be used as collateral by 2023. Interesting to me also how that is moving along. I do think it can happen though, but I don't want to actually spend too much time on this article as I think it's pretty damn stupid. It's just kind of how the collateral basically is increasing. And I want to quickly tell you guys all to go follow my TikTok. I know it's a little bit cringy, I know it's a little bit stupid, but go check it out still. I think it's going to be worth it. I make a couple of cool videos on here. I was also talking about the GameStop ordeal, and after making this video, it is already up a ridiculous amount, all right? GameStop and all whatnot. I think it's already doubled, basically, because in this video, aftermarket was about minus 30%, so minus $8 or $9, something like that. Right now, I think it's plus 90, so I think it's plus, it's at about $180 right now, but yeah, it's such a crazy time, guys. It is such a crazy time. Now, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I'll definitely see you guys again in another one. Let me also know what you think about becoming an Xrp millionaire. Is it possible? Is it easy? Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Help it with the YouTube algorithm. Press that like button.